are you watching the new Game of Thrones?
Oh my God, it's so good.
That's what I asked.
Amazing.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Hey, Jake.
Yay, what's going on, guys? How are you?
Hey, look at you wearing a suit. You dressed up for us today.
I did. I had to look professional. I had to look like I knew what I was talking about. Guys, I love you so much, and I love this movie. Jessica, I was just texting you about how much I love this movie, so seriously, congratulations, and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump into this. I would imagine, obviously, finding out that one of your best friends kills people is without a doubt one of the worst things you can learn about a friend. And obviously, I'm gonna ask this question in a significantly less serious way, but what's the most shocking or surprising thing you learned about the person sitting next to you while you were filming this movie?
The thing that I've just found out about Jessica Chastain is that she is in an episode of Poirot, which is my favorite television program. And I thought I had watched them all, starring David Suchet. And the idea of her, one of my favorite actors in that, is an explosion, and I can't believe that I didn't know it.
And
I question how big of a fan you are.
I know.
I mean,
that's what I was just saying.
I'm
Thinking in my
questioning
head. I'm
that
like,
as well.
wow. And I just learned today that Eddie Redmayne doesn't consider himself a redhead.
But he is colorblind.
So he's like, wait, do I have red hair or do I have brown hair? I was like, but you have auburn hair.
I mean,
but
Auburn's weird because Auburn's kind of middle of the ground.
It's my turn to talk. It was heartbreaking to me because I thought we were so similar, like twins. But here we go. He doesn't.
I'm a redhead denier.
That and apparently has not seen your into your entire filmography.
I know. We're not as close as I thought we were.
No, exactly.
Well, one thing you guys are close on is that you both have won Oscars. And Eddie, I've seen the title Academy Award winner, Eddie Redmayne, for obviously for years now. But Jessica, I think this trailer was the first time I've seen it since you won your Oscar. I'm curious, do each of you remember the first time you ever saw or heard Academy Award winner before your name?
That was the first time, was when I saw the trailer. And I watched it I wasn't even thinking, I was at my office with my colleagues at Freckle Films, little plug for my company. And I was like, hey, there's a trailer for The Good Nurse. Anyone want to see it? And we watched it, and as soon as it came up, everyone cheered, and it was really sweet. It made me very happy.
Eddie, do you remember yours?
I do. Mine was not quite so. My experience was this. So after I made The Theory of Everything, before it came out, I was getting married and needed to earn some money, and I got cast as the voice of Ryan the train in a straight-to-DVD film of Thomas the Tank Engine. And the day after the Oscars and The Theory of Everything, and being lucky enough to win, I got a call from my publicist saying that they were releasing the DVD of Thomas the Tank Engine, and they wanted to put a little sticker on saying starring Academy Award winner. And I remember one of the newspapers in England wrote a whole piece about like how one day I'd won the Oscar and the next day I was on a sort of straight to DVD children's thing, and I was but to be fair, it still was an amazing moment, and I think it's almost the best thing about the Oscar thing is when you see that on a trailer. It never feels real, but the trailer thing, it's cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. That's such an interesting experience. I don't think most people will ever have in their lives. I do want to get serious because obviously this is a serious film. Because I think one of the most disturbing details about this whole story is that we learned that he never really explained why he did any of this, and that's kind of the detail that I can't just shake as a person. As actors, is there any point in trying to figure that out, to trying to understand or wrap your brain around why he might have, and is it even worth trying to reach out to Charles to get any insight from him?
Well, we were lucky that we had this book called The Good Nurse by Charles Graeber, which the film is the last third of Amy and Charlie's relationship, but the rest of it is extraordinarily detailed, biographical description of his life. And this man was abused when he was 7. He first tried to kill his abuser when he was 7 years old, and then tried to kill himself. There were all of these things, like when his mother died in a car crash, he was the first one to the hospital, and when he found that they lost her body, and when he found it, it was completely, there was a complete lack of respect there. This man had joined the Navy and had been found in a submarine with his finger over the Poseidon missile. So there was so much so many extremes to this guy that the fact that he was ever allowed near vulnerable people, or even to train to be a nurse, was extraordinary. So you do all that research, but none of those are reasons. None of those. The humans don't behave like that. I feel like it's an accumulation of those things, really.
Guys, Netflix was kind enough to actually set up a screening for me, so I got to see this on the big screen, and I'm so glad I did because it was just an immersive film. I love you guys as actors. I love you as people. You guys have been very kind to me for many, many years, and I just want you to know that I just really appreciate you. So seriously, thank you for always being so great to me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are you watching the new Game of Thrones?
Oh my God, it's so good. Are you all caught up?
No, I'm not all caught up, but I heard the last one. They really turned it up.
Oh, you're gonna weep. I watch it with my dog Daenerys, who you met.
I know. His dog's Daenerys. That's what I
amazing. So it's the best. Anytime you guys come to Chicago, I have a very comfortable fold-out couch. You guys are welcome to it.
Oh,
Very
thank
kind.
you.
Thank you.
I love you guys. Take care.
Bye.
See you later.
Cut.
Sweet.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.